John?
Oh, hey Bennett, how are you?
Oh, how are you?
I'm good. I asked you first though. How are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, except my head itches really bad.
Do you have any idea why it itches?
No, I took a shower this morning.
Here, turn around. Let me see. And looks like you got some critters, like running around.
Critters?
Yeah, you got little white things running around. I think you might need to get that checked out at a doctor.
What is it, John? What is it?
I think it's lice. And
Lice?
Yeah.
Well, how did I get lice?
Well, have you done anything that you haven't done before today? Like something new that you've done to make your head all itchy?
Well, today I was rubbing my head on that dog.
Bark, 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 bark. That might be it. I think you should go to a doctor and get it checked out.
Where's the doctor?
Here, I'll show you. Come this way.
Pediculosis, commonly known as measles, are tiny parasitic insects found in the They are the size of a sesame seed or smaller, wingless, and have 6 legs. Feed off a few birds.
Most people don't have symptoms of head lice. The most common symptom is an itchy scalp.
Head lice is found on the heads of 20 million Americans, mostly children, each year, are easily born from one child to the other during normal school and play activities. Lice live off human bladder and cannot acquire through pets. Are not life-threatening. Head lice can live up to 30 days. Female louse may lay up to 100 days.
Consult your pharmacist or physician before applying or using lice treatment pesticide. When the person involved is pregnant, allergies, asthma, epilepsy, has pre-existing medical conditions, or has lice or nits in the eyebrows or eyelashes. Never use a pesticide on or near the eyes. Avoid lice sprays. Vacuuming is the safest and best way to remove lice or fallen hair to attach nets from upholstered furniture, stuffed animals, etc.
So the question is, how can you get head lice? You get it through direct contact with an infected person by sharing combs, brushes, hats, and coats, but head lice cannot jump, fly, or hop. So when you're checking for lice, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to separate the hair with the 2 sticks, and you're going to start at the front and make yourself sections. And what you're looking for is at the base of the scalp, you're going to see if there's any live lice. You're going to actually see them. They're going to be about the size of sesame seeds, and you're going to see them crawling. They're going to be pale in color or potentially red, depending upon how long they've been there. What you're also looking for is the eggs, if they've laid any in the hair, and they actually attach to the hair follicles, and you'll see little tiny white dots close to the base of the hair. And when you've sectioned off the hair enough, you're going to want to make sure you check the back of the neck and the base of the hairline, because the warmth actually attracts them, and that's where they tend to actually collect.
shell that covers up their head. It helps protect them, keeps them safe and strong.
So when you check, you want to start from the front and work your way to the back, and just pull back in little sections. Like little chops.
And, okay, so if there's a knit, the knit is the egg. Those stick to the hair?
The egg does, yes.
And that's clear, right? Okay.
And it like clings.
But what about the lice itself? Is that
It's gonna
black
be
or-
it's gonna be clear until they actually feed. So if they've just fed, you're gonna be able to see a little bit of red inside,
Okay.
and you can see right through it.
Okay.
Okay. And warm spots too, like the sides over here. You want to do the same thing, like a little section. And back. Another hot spot. Can you tip your head forward? Is like in the back. The base.
So can you use like pencils or something if you don't have those?
I think that when I was in school, they used pencils.
We used to use
We'll leave the rest of the
toothpicks, too.
sticks for you guys.
Awesome. Okay.
That'd be sweet. We'll bring a whole bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lice. The word alone is enough to make your head itch. And like it or not, all children are at risk of getting lice no matter how good their hygiene is. Let's go to Mayo Clinic to find out the best ways to get rid of head lice if your kids bring the bugs home from school.
All right, honey, we have to just check for any nits again.
Head lice. The nasty bugs invaded Rosemary Person's house after one of her kids brought some home from a birthday party.
The eggs look like little ants, but smaller.
And boy, do they itch.
I kept scratching my head.
Plus, they're hard to get rid of, especially if you're like Rosemary, whose 4 kids all had lice at the same time. First, she smothered their hair with over-the-counter pesticide lotion. Then, the real work began.
Spent hours and hours combing out all the nits. Literally that entire week, I think all I did was laundry and comb out hair. And I vacuumed all the rugs, every piece of furniture, every day.
You need to do what I call triple vacuuming.
Dr. Dawn Davis says lice have survived since antiquity. They're mentioned in the Bible, and they've also been found on the bodies of mummies. Lice have lasted so long because they've been able to adapt and become resistant to treatments.
There's a lot of resistance in the community because the louse has outsmarted our pharmacology.
So what products should you use? Dr. Davis says the most common treatments are over-the-counter lotion and cream pesticides. But she suggests talking to your doctor because if lice are a big problem in your area, you may want to get a prescription for something stronger. So if your child brings home the bugs, don't panic. With a little hard work and lots of patience, you'll eventually get rid of them. Dr. Davis says you also need to wash all your clothes and put things like stuffed animals in airtight containers for 2 weeks. That will suffocate the lice. She also says while lice are a nuisance, they do not cause serious health issues. For Medical Edge, I'm Vivian Williams.